Welcome back, Soul Family. I'm the Alchemist, and I leave my body. Now, today, we're diving deep into one of the most widespread mysteries of the universe. A code that unlocks realms not just within, but beyond, too. We're talking about the numbers 3, 6, 9, as these numbers are not just digits, they're keys, frequencies, anchors of cosmic intelligence. And let me show you why. All right, let's begin with their individual vibration. Now, number 3 is the divine spark, creativity, expression, the sacred trinity, mind, body, and spirit. This is the breath of life. It's why you create, why you speak, why your soul dances. You can think of this as the beginning of the sequence. Now, what does 6 represent? 6 represents harmony, balance. It's the mother's frequency, nurturing, healing, and bridging the seen with the unseen. This number lives in the heart space. And as we all know, realm 6 is also the in between space, from the seen and the unseen, from the higher realms to the lower realms. Remember, everything is connected within this construct. 9 represents the completion of the sequence, rebirth, because nothing is neither created nor destroyed. So at the end of something, the new awaits to be born. This is the number of the initiate, the awakened being ready to serve humanity. It's the ending of one and the beginning of the new. All right. Now watch this. All right. 3 plus 6 plus 9 equals what? 18. Now we're going to be using something called the digital root in this video. Now, what is the digital root? The digital root is when you add numbers together and then you take the sum of that final number and add those together until you come up with a single digit. So 3 plus 6 plus 9 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9 as well. So 369 is a sequence within a sequence. 369, 9 ends that sequence. And then when you combine 9 with the 3 and the 6, that equals 18. 18 equals 9. That's the completion of another sequence. So it's a completion of a sequence in a sequence. So when you do 369, the sequence was always destined to return to itself, a full circle, a spiritual mirror, completion coded in numbers. All right. So we can all understand that this construct was based off of numbers, frequency, and energy. So numbers are very important here. Now, 9 is the completion, always. Let me show you why. All right. So every 9 is the largest number you can ever get. It's the largest number that you can ever get to. Remember, we're using the digital root system here. That's the core essence of all numbers. All numbers report back to the digital root because all numbers in our numerical system is based off of what? It's based off of 9 digits. Well, really 10 when we include the 0. But what is 0, right? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 equals 9. This is the largest number you can get because what's after 18? It's 19. What's 19's digital root? 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So then you start it all over again. We can even go down another level, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9, the end of the cycle. Because after 27 goes 28. 2 plus 8 equals 10 equals 1. And then this is the largest number because then after 28, 2, 9 equals 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. You can complete this cycle to the largest number that you can ever get to, and you will always come to the digital root of 9 because 9 is the largest digit that we have. That is why it is the completion. And why is this important? On a universe construct built off of numbers, numbers are everything. This whole construct is built off of programming. How is it programmed? Based off of numbers, energy, and frequency. Everything is a cycle. These are how the cycles work. Now, we all know the famous quote by Nikola Tesla. If you only knew the magnificence of 369, you would have the key to the universe. Now, that's not poetry, that's prophecy. Why? Because it's the digital root cycle. The base patterns of doubling 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5, you'll notice something missing. 369 never appeared. When I say the base patterns of doubling, this is what I mean. All right. When I say the base patterns of doubling, this is what I mean. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Then you double 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. You double 4. 4 plus 4 equals 8. You double 8. 8 plus 8 equals 16. You double 16. 16 plus 16 equals 32. You double 32. 32 plus 32 equals 64. All right. And then you take the digital roots of the doubling. And this process can go on infinitely. Double of 64 plus 64 is what? 128? We'll even add that one down here so you guys can see this goes on forever. Equals 3 equals 11 equals 2. And then it's going to repeat the cycle again. 128 plus 128 is 256. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 6 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. We're going to repeat the cycle. All right. And yes, I can do 128 plus 128 in my head. I do all math in my head. All right. So now, why is this important? This is important for a number of reasons. This base pattern of doubling is also present in nature. That's how cells divide. One cell divides into two, two cells divide into four, four cells divide into eight, eight cells divide into 16. This is the framework of creation. All right. So in the framework of creation, of life itself, what do you never see? You never see a 3, you never see a 6, and you never see a 9. These never occur naturally in nature, in life. The 3, 6, 9. Now, why is this important? If all numbers are important and 369 doesn't exist in the seen world, that means that it can only be seen in the unseen. So when you use 369, you are tapping in to the other side. You are tapping into the framework of reality. If this is the numbers to the framework of creation, and numbers are missing from here, and just because they're not seen, they're part of the unseen world, that alone makes them significant because they're weaving between both worlds, right? This is why the 369 manifestation technique is so significant, because you're bridging the two worlds. So 369, they stand alone outside the construct, outside the simulation, just like your soul. They are non-linear frequencies, divine disruptors in a world of repeating patterns. You see repeating patterns everywhere. The doubling sequence repeated everywhere in nature. 369 is not. That's why Tesla revered them. He didn't just know science, he knew sacred geometry. And now you do too. All right. Now, in the spiritual realm, 369 is also an angel number. Right? Angel numbers are not just repetitive digits. 144 is also an angel number. 144, we'll get into that in another video. Right now, it's about 369. It's a transmission from a higher dimension. The 3 reminds you that you're divinely guided and supported. 6 confirms that inner peace and outer manifestations are aligning. 9 tells you to step into your role as a divine being here in this realm and release everything that no longer serves you. Death of the old, beginning of the new. It's a celestial download in number form. So now, how can we use this in everyday life? Well, the easiest way is going to be the 369 manifestation method. This isn't just about understanding, it's about activation. All right. So over the next 30 days, I say 30 days because what is the digital root of 30? Another 3. We're about to begin a sequence, baby. Let's get to it. So you're going to speak your affirmation 3 times in the morning, 6 times midday, and 9 times before bed. If you want to take this further, you don't just speak your affirmations, you write them down clearly and concisely. We're going to use our words very specifically here. Be careful with the words that you choose, as you're not just speaking to yourself, you're speaking to the universe, to creation. So use your words wisely. So you're going to speak them and write them down 3 times in the morning, 6 times midday, and 9 times before bed. Let me physically show you why this matters. 3 initiates creative frequency. That's why we're beginning with 30 days. 6 grounds it in emotional resonance. So 3, when you do it 3 times in the morning, you're initiating the creative frequency. When you do it 6 times, it's going to build that emotional resonance to it. Goes back to the purpose and the reason and the meanings of 3, 6, and 9, right? 9 seals it into the quantum field. All right. Now, what's manifestation? Thought plus action equals manifestation, right? So 3 initiates the creative frequency. 6 grounds it in emotional resonance. And also with manifestation, what else do you need to do? You need to feel it, see it as if you are already achieving it, as if you already have it. Tell the universe, thank you. Okay. And 9 seals it into the quantum field. Why does it seal it? Because 9 seals everything and completes the sequence. That's why on my website, what do I tell you guys to do? Complete the sequence. Click the 3 box, click the 6 box, click the 9 box. You complete that sequence. What's the next sequence? 3, 6, 9. Then what's the next sequence? 3, 6, 9. How many times did I have you repeat that? 3. We're beginning to create. I got some stuff for you guys. All right. And you're not just manifesting. You're coding your subconscious, reprogramming the matrix through repetition and vibration. The subconscious doesn't respond to logic. Nothing about the other side is logic. Take your logical brain out of it and move to your heart space. That is the key. Love is the key. We've all heard Darius say this many times. Love is the key. Love is the natural frequency on the other side. You don't use love with your logical mind. It is a feeling. Take your logical mind out of it. I just use our logical mind to break all the numbers down because that's how humans think. But really, you just feel it, right? So the subconscious doesn't respond to logic. It responds to rhythm, ritual, pattern. That's what 369 is. A sacred algorithm. All right. So you are the spell. You are the word, the number, the frequency. When you speak these numbers, they become you. Our vocal cords resonate. They vibrate. If all of creation is numbers, frequency, and energy, what's frequency? Vibration, right? What are your words? Vibration. You are creation. When you speak, you are creating. This power never ceases to exist within you. Thought plus action equals manifestation. Remember that. 369 is the numerical gateway. 3 is the creator. 6 is the harmonizer, the equalizer. 9 is the enlightened one, as it signals the end of the line, and at the end begins anew. And when used with clarity, feeling, and trust, I'm going to even remove trust. When used with clarity, feeling, and knowing, you're no longer wishing, you're becoming. You don't chase, you command. You don't chase a fish, you catch a fish. You attract it to you. You don't repeat this just to hope, you repeat this to remember. So 369 is the cipher, a portal, a path back to your divine self. So when you see 369, know this: the universe is speaking to you in its original language. It's reminding you that the magic never existed outside of you. It's within you. You are the mystery. You are the number. You are the key. And now that you've remembered, the only work left to do is the great work. So let's get to it. So as always, stay grounded, stay curious, and always remember, you are not just in the game, you are the one controlling it. And this is how you can do it. I'm the Alchemist, and I'll see you on the other side.